Looks like baked beans again.
Good news, everyone! The snow has gone. Winter and spring have said bye-bye, and now summer has decided to drop on by. Now that the weather has improved, I am able to come into my garden to do a little maintenance. It is important to take care of your garden and regularly tend to it, or else it will become overgrown and look a mess. So today I'm going to have a little prune. No, not that kind of prune. This particular prune is a verb and means to cut, normally used in gardening terms. Pruning is an important part of garden maintenance. It prevents the bushes and trees from becoming too wild and large. It also keeps them looking all lovely and nice. Today I'm going to use a pair of secateurs to prune this particular bush. The word secateurs comes from the Latin word for cut. In American English, these are known as hand pruners. So now I will start pruning back this bush. This action will ensure that the bush does not get too large. There are many bushes in my garden, so I will have plenty of work to do over the next few days. Pruning back the bushes, tidying the shrub, clipping off the branches, cutting through the wood, sawing through the bark, hacking at the bough, trimming that old tree. I'm getting tired now. All this work is tiring. It's almost too much for me. I have to rest my aching limbs. I need a cup of tea. These secateurs are great for cutting small branches and twigs, but for larger ones you need something more substantial and stronger. So these are what you use. They are called loppers. With these you can easily cut very thick branches, and the long handles mean you can reach high up, so you don't have to stretch so much. Like so. Let's take a short break from our pruning and go for a little walk. Is that okay? This particular type of gate is called a kissing gate because the gate touches both sides. It kisses. Also, when you're in here, if you have your lover with you, you can have a nice romantic kiss together. If you are a fan of garlic, then you are going to love this place. This particular type of garlic plant is known as the broad-leaved garlic or wood garlic. It is related to the chive and has the Latin name Allium ursinum, which is a reference to brown bears who apparently have a keen taste for it. Wild garlic is also eaten by humans. The leaves taste great in soup and can be used to garnish salads. The scent of this plant is very strong, and there can be no mistaking when you are near an area where they are growing. Here you can see thousands of wild garlic plants. Later they will come into bloom with brilliant white flowers. Their leaves are similar to those found on lily of the valley, the difference being that you cannot eat those leaves. Lily of the valley leaves are highly poisonous, and eating them could prove fatal. We've been experiencing some crazy weather conditions over the past few months in England. The end of 2012 saw one of the wettest autumns in history, and winter decided to come late, which led to spring almost being blotted out completely. Now it is early summer, and the spring daffodils are still out in full bloom, which is very unusual. From an environmental point of view, it really has been a crazy few months here in England, as well as Scotland and Wales. Let us hope that the rest of the year will be a little more settled. If you have to cut a very thick branch, then you must use a wood saw. The sharp teeth on this saw make easy work of cutting through the tough bark and wood of almost any bush or tree. It is possible to prune, cut or trim almost any kind of plant that has the ability to regrow. You can prune a rose after it has stopped blooming. You can trim a small shrub or bush to make it look tidy. You may want to cut back a hedgerow or an evergreen conifer. Pruning is a very important part of maintaining a garden, be it large or small. There, that looks much better, don't you think? I will carry on with all of my pruning now, so until next time we meet, this is Mr. Duncan in England saying thank you for watching me teaching you. And of course, ta-ta for now. Thank you, Mr. Pheasant.